apathy, greed, corruption, power, hope. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Some very, very interesting words at the very beginning, and you'll see why in a couple minutes. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's having a stellar day. I hope everyone's doing good. No bad elements plaguing you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I highly recommend you do. A courtesy to me because a courtesy to you. So take that for what you will. Around 90% of my viewer base is not subscribed, so if you would hit that button, if you like what you see, then well, by all means go ahead. I would really appreciate it. If you haven't seen some of my previous videos already, I covered GTA 5 being remastered or ported over to PS5 and how that's kind of a sham, in all honesty, and how Rockstar's kind of being scummy and greedy with their business practices and models. And I also uploaded a different video about how the next generation console gaming games are going to be costing around $70 a pop now, a price increase from the $60 we've always had for like a couple generations now. Specifically, what I was targeting was a NBA 2K21. What a mouthful, right? That was one of my previous videos as well. Go to give that a look. And also, I uploaded a Wings of Motherfreaking Redemption video. That's right, your boy Jordy Jordan's back in the house. Uploaded that video on Wings is going to sue Office Depot over a CCTV security camera footage leak that happened, and it was splashed with some news intro reels, and it made it look like he was a robber, which was pretty funny in my opinion. But you know, I guess it's subjective. You know, everyone has their opinion on what's funny and what's not funny. But yeah, if you haven't seen those videos, or if you want to see at least one of those videos, make sure to stick to the end for the end card. I'll leave one of those videos at the end card. Or I'm going to use one of those pop-up cards right about now, hopefully, and I'll put some up on the screen so you guys can go click on them and watch those videos. Would be much appreciated. Anyways, today's topic, iPhone 12 and Apple Company. Now, Apple Company, excuse me, I have a squeaky chair back here. I'm not Wings of Redemption, but I do emulate him very well. Apple iPhone 12 coming up pretty soon, and one of the big pieces of news that hit was they are not going to be including the earbuds, the Apple Pods, whatever you call them. And they are not going to be including a charger for the very first time, which is blasphemy, in my opinion. Pure blasphemy. Now, an Apple phone always, to me, is seen to be more, some of the, not the best of the best when it comes to technology, because there's obviously phones out there with better specs, like the OnePlus series of phones. They were kind of like the hypercar of phones before, you know, that was a whole, like, segment in itself, I think. But definitely, very decent phones, and excuse me if you hear any dogs in the background. Apple phones, I think, very... good quality phones. You know, you're getting a good quality product. I think their ecosystem's very, very well developed. You know, not some like, you know, ratty-tatty OS that barely, you know, popped up a year ago. They have a huge market share, although not the biggest one anymore, but still very huge, a big player. And a lot of apps are primarily, I think, coded for iOS before even Android is a thought, right? So definitely Apple has some power here, right? They are the original smartphone creator. When the iPhone launched and the Apple iPod, yeah, you know, crap was crazy back then. I really think that's when the modern era. I think that's when we left the late 90s, in my opinion. Like, the early 2000s was still kind of 90s-ish feeling. But I think once the iPhone was announced, like, during, like, I think it was, like, an '07, right around there. I think that's when this, like, new generation of tech started really going. I've never seen so many advances, because, well, I haven't lived that long, but during that era, I think a lot of advances happened in technology. We had the Apple iPhone, the Apple iPad, the iMac Pro, right, and the Apple Air, whatever the hell it's called. What was the other one? The iPod, the iPod Touch. A lot of cool shit happened, right, with Apple. Now, when you buy an Apple phone right now, let's see, the Apple iPhone 11, right, for reference, I think the cheapest one you can get right now, brand new, is starting at $700, right, and you can only go up from there to higher prices, right? I think even you reach like $1,000 when you reach like the Max Pro, right? The iPhone 11 Max Pro is like $1,000, which for a phone I think is a ridiculous amount of money. I really don't think you need that much pricing when it comes to a phone. I think it's a little bit too overpriced. Maybe if you're a power user, I guess I could see that, but even then, I think it's still ridiculous how high these phones are becoming. And you can probably buy some car parts for $1,000, maybe a whole car in itself, right? You know, I'm just saying that for reference, but yeah, but you get everything you need in the phone. You get everything in there. You get your phone. You obviously have the battery, right? And you get the charger to charge the damn phone, because how you're going to use your phone once you run out of a charge, right? You got to charge it. And you have the earbuds, right? Which kind of not as necessary, I think. But when it comes to like a phone that's that expensive and it's more or less your flagship for your company, it would be nice to get some earbuds in there, right? Even if they aren't the best sounding quality, but still, though, it'd be nice to get them. Now, when you buy a phone, you're expecting that stuff, right? Well, now with the new iPhone 12 coming out, I think that's how you say it, right? Maybe they have like the Pro Max stuff coming later, but I'm not much of an Apple fan, to be frank with you. I think it's overpriced, but I can see the appeal. But the new iPhone 12 is going to be probably around the same, maybe a little bit more expensive, around $700, right, for the lowest one you could buy. But the big difference here is that you will not be getting a charger or earbuds with your phone purchase. Now, I think that's complete bullshit, and that's just Apple being cheap. I think that's that's kind of the same scheme they used with the headphone jack. It was courage to do that. Oh, we have so much courage, right? BS, more like that's us saving money and not wasting it on you guys, right? That's how I always saw it. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, they do it as an environmental play. Apple, they care about the environment, which may or may not be true, but if you really cared about the environment, like these big, gigantic freighters they use, across the oceans and stuff, those things are big carbon emissions, pigs, I guess you can say, right? Like, that's a huge problem in itself. Now, e-waste in itself is a huge problem, right? But, to be honest, like, as a company, their bottom line at the end of the day is not to save the world. Their bottom line at the end of the day is a board of investors, a board of directors, people who are going to make money for the company. The company solely survives to make money. Apple as a company is not a environmental first company, in my opinion. They are here to make money and sometimes rip you off, or right on the edge of ripping you off, right? And I think they've done a very fine job of that, throughout the years with their outlandish prices, but that's besides the point. Some people say it's an environmental play, which, yes, I do think e-waste is becoming a problem amongst society. I think we are getting to a point where there's going to be a lot of, trash everywhere that's just old computers, right? Old Pentiums, scattered here and there, old AMD Athlon processors, a bunch of BS like that now. There is a lot of recycling programs going on, which obviously you might know about, like at your local Best Buy or Walmart or something of that sort, where you might get even a couple bucks sent back your way, right? Now, the problem with this is I think, the recycling they do isn't as thorough as they say it is. I think a lot of these companies, what they end up doing is they either just they end up taking back the phone and salvaging it for, because I think, I saw this in a documentary once where a lot of computer chips have a little bit of gold in them, trace amounts of gold or some BS like that. They were dumping them in some landfill in Africa, right? And a bunch of, desperate people here to make money are, going through these toxic gas waste heaps. And, I'm actually using toxic here in a very well-defined manner. It really is toxic for your health being there. You're more than likely going to lose a few years off your health, off your life. And they're getting it to recover the gold in there. They melt down the motherboards, I think, and they separate the gold with some, like, mercury or gallium or some weird, very dangerous method, right? But, yeah, these recycling things, though, I'm not sure how much they actually do. I need to do more research into that, but I think some of them are just more business than actually recycling anything, right? But to me, though, going back to the point of the iPhone, when I buy a phone, I expect to get everything that I need to use my phone, right? Now, earbuds, I think, might be the exception. I don't think you necessarily need that to use a phone. That's more of a, as a freebie, right? That's more of as a nice option I have now. With the iPhone 12, right? If I'm paying $1,000 and I'm not getting a damn charger, that is just horrendous in my opinion, no matter, what e-waste excuse you use right now. Some people are saying, well, I already have an iPhone product, I already have chargers, I really don't need it, I just, for example, this one YouTuber I'm going to put on screen right now, this dude I think is a little bit of a hypocrite. He says he throws away his earbuds when he gets them, right? He doesn't even use them, he just throws them away, right?
The earpods literally do me no good. In fact, most times I just throw them away. Apparently there are over 300,000 tons of electrical waste every single year. So this is things like people throwing away their chargers and their earpods. So this is things like people throwing away their chargers and their earpods. The earpods literally do me no good. In fact, most times I just throw them away.
And later on, he goes to talk about how, e-waste is a problem. Well, I think people like him are a problem. They are contributing to the e-waste problem by just throwing away a perfectly good pair of earbuds, which is ridiculous in my opinion. Wasteful, wasteful actions from that guy. But going back to the iPhone, right now, for $129 USD Americanos, 129 right now, you can get a blue G90 615 HD smartphone with triple main camera, 64 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and Android 10. Now, is it on the same league as the iPhone 12? Hell no. Is it on the same league as the iPhone 11? Hell no. Is it on the same league as the iPhone 10? Probably not. Probably more in line with, like, I don't know, the 8 probably. But still though, I think the blue, you know, it comes with everything you need. You get your charger, your 10-watt quick charge, your USB Type-C, you get your earbuds. Honestly, I think you get the whole shebang, right? And Blue has been one of those companies that's been known to give you lots of goodies, right? You get your earbuds, you get your screen protectors. Yeah, they ship you with screen protectors. They give you a case protector too, you know, a case for your phone. And of course, you know, you get nice stickers too, the manual, and you get the charger out of all things. I think the most integral part of the phone. Oh yeah, did I mention you get a headphone jack? So you can buy that right now, and although it might not be as powerful as the iPhone 12, I think you can probably get like 85% of your work done, you know, the same way. I think it does 85% of the same stuff, right? I just don't see the point in the iPhone 12. And there goes my squeaky chair again. I just think it's too much money, and Apple's not giving you the charger, and the earbuds are just ridiculous. When I buy a product, I expect it to work off the bat. I don't expect me to go, you know, buy something else to get it to work. That's just not cool at all, right? And for the people that are saying, well, I already have this, I already have that, I don't need it, right? Don't give it to me. That's you. That's your selfish opinion of yourself. You're not thinking of other people that might be first-time adopters of the Apple iPhone, right? Or something of that sort. Maybe someone got it as a gift from their grandma or father or grandpa or grandma, you know, or a relative of that speak. And they don't have any Apple products. And it's their first one, and, well, look at here. You only got 50% charge for Christmas Eve. Good luck finding a charger for it. And the whole stores are closed. You're shit out of luck, right? So, in my opinion, you know, if I'm buying a phone that's $1,000 and I'm not getting a damn charger or earbuds, there's a seriously wrong picture with that. Now, if you don't agree with that, that's fine. We'll have our different opinions and agreements. You know, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree, I guess you could say, right? And you know, if you're looking for if you're looking for an alternative, I don't know, maybe go shop, you know, to an Android or something. You know, maybe like the OnePlus. If you're looking for raw horsepower, definitely go over there. If you're looking for like the tried and true of the Android lineup, you might want to go with Samsung. They've been known to be, you know, the main competitor when it comes to iPhone with the Galaxy series, right? So you might want to go in that direction now. Closing remarks now. I think what I'm gonna have to say here is, yes, e-waste is a problem. You know, I think it is, but is this the right way to address it? I don't think so. I think this is just Apple trying to save money, if more than anything. We've seen Apple try this before with their Apple Stand, which was like $999, which was $1,000. So, yeah, we've seen Apple do ridiculous stuff before. When they got rid of the headphone jack, that was probably not because of courage, blah, blah, blah. That's just utter nonsense. That was probably due to them saying, hey, we don't want to waste any more money, you know, making a board with a headphone jack, right, with 3.5mm jack. It's just not in our best interest, and we want to be pushing our new AirPods to make more money as a proprietary source only. So that's my opinion on that scenario. So, yeah, overall, I think it's a damn ripoff what Apple's doing. Anyways, guys, thank you for listening in. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Do you think Apple will stop here? Or is Apple going to start shipping iPhones without their batteries next? That might be a thing in the future. It might be cutting down on e-waste or courage, right? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. As always, take care, and I'll catch you guys later.